there's an expedition update. Actually came out on the 6th. They posted it on the 6th. And answered some questions that the community was like pretty much wanting to know. Because I think it answers a lot of questions, and I think it gets straight to the point of should you or should you not do the expedition, right? So yeah, we get started, all that good stuff. The things that I found important in the notes was what we actually get out of it, right? So the expedition, when it departs, you can earn up to 5 skill points based on the total value of your stash and coins at the time of departure, right? So what does that tell the average player? I need 5 million in coins, or at least 5 million, some cash, and at least a little bit more worth in my inventory, right? So I got something to work towards. So we're gonna chisel away at that. I think I only got like 1 million right now, and I have no clue what's in my stash because I've been throwing everything into this expedition. And I still got to complete that today. So that was a plus for me right there, right? And of course, they said this means that your skill tree, if you decide, it's still an option, people. It's an option. So if you are the 9 to 5 worker, you come home, you take care of your family, and you play from like 10 to midnight, you got like 2 hours on, and you're probably like at level 27, 33, you do not have to do this. You don't. You can continue on and chisel away and experience arc raiders the way that you want to experience arc raiders. For those grinders that have been putting in 12 and 14 hours a day, they've been at skill tree level 75 since like week 3 of arc raiders being out. This is for them. That's my opinion. This is for them, okay? And it just keeps those two sides of the community there. Those novel players that can play at a pace, and then those go hard, this is my game, I'm grinding it out to the end until I hit the wall type players. And then they need a restart. They have an option now too. So when you restart, everything tied to your progress will be reset. We know that, which means your skill tree level, got it, stash, workshop, crafting abilities, and blueprints. I know it was an uproar about the blueprints. I'm one of those players. I've been playing since the game came out, and I don't even think I got half the blueprints out there. So I don't care. I don't even care about losing the little bit that I do have, right? Skill tree level, this is a twofold type of thing also, because the skill tree was an issue in the community also. There was people that went in that like unloaded into security breach thinking it was like going to be this top-notch glorious thing, in which it did start off that way, but it wasn't intended that way. And so when the devs made the fix to it, then security breach wasn't the hot item. They're like, oh, well, now I want my points back and I want to put them somewhere else. Well, that wasn't available. So if you are one of those players that fell into the trap, here's an option for you to reset your skill tree and put those points back into what you want to do now in the game, now that you have some experience and a little bit more time into the game. Now you can do that, right? So permanent unlocks that you will get. The Patchwork Raider outfit, Scrappy Generator Cap, don't know what that does. Expedition Indicator icon, I guess to say that you've done the expedition. Skill points, depending on your stash value, in which we already know you can earn up to 5 additional skill points. So the max is 75 right now, so additional 5, you'll get 80. Don't really know how much of a change that will make on the skill tree. I'm gonna have to go in and look at that. And then the additional stash space. Temporary buffs, 10% repair buff, 5% XP boost, and 6% more materials for Scrappy. The more materials for Scrappy, that's a moneymaker. The XP boost, I wonder if that's gonna come into play with trials and the leaderboard also. It probably is, and the repair buff. All right, I'll take it. I mean, so while skill points and extra stat space and cosmetics are permanent unlocks, the count buffs will expire if you choose not to depart with a subsequent expedition. So that means if you don't depart with the expedition, you're not going to get these buffs right here. They increase in power for the next 3 expeditions, but only 1 departure allowed per expedition window. That makes sense. Because the first thing I thought was, I'm just going to stack the buffs. I'm just going to keep departing. But okay, got it. Remember, the expedition window will be open from 17 December and last until 22 December. What? But you must sign up during this period, and everyone automatically departs at the same time on the 22nd. So do we depart on the 22nd? And we just sign up between the 17th and the 22nd? Okay, y'all got to make that clear. I know I'm not the only one that finds that slightly confusing. So the value of your stash coins will be counted when the window closes, so don't stop looting before then. And if you choose not to depart in this time around, your progress towards building the caravan will be preserved. So you have an option still. Again, if you do want to do it, but you're not quite ready, and this is not the round, you kind of want to like see the content and see what actually goes on and happens when you do depart, then you don't have to do this one. And you don't lose that progress towards you loading all those cores in your expeditions. So that is a plus. And of course, this is the key point. Why are we doing it like this? Progression wipes are a notoriously difficult thing to balance in online multiplayer games. I just said that. Mandatory global wipes have some obvious benefits. Heavily invested players get to re-experience the initial grind. That's one side of the house. And for a time, the playing field is level. The optional expedition project is our solution to some of the problems that inevitably arise when mandatory wipes occur, which is true. Respecting your time investment in the game. That's truly what this is about. They're trying to address all types of players, all the demographics of players, and how players choose to invest their personal time in the game. So I understand that key point. And then on the other side, I understand the go hard, straight to the walls type player. It's like, hey, what's next? Can I do this again? And those are the type of players that enjoy replaying the content at a different level with just slight changes. And I think that's what these devs are addressing. And that's what we're going to get into. So without further ado, and without any more yip yapping, let's get to gameplay and let's get into it.